Hello everybody, welcome to Ziggurcast number 40 triangle. I think that we're on that number now. We are in a secret place, in a secret time zone, joined by creators James Bruton and Ivan Miranda. Say hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello everybody.
Hello everybody.
Hello everybody.
And as usual we have Alex behind the camera and a squeaky chair. Say hello Alex.
Hello, Alex.
And we're very hot. Not to say that we're in a hot country.
No. Penguin. I saw a penguin.
The penguin, yeah. And we're going to talk about being a maker, being on YouTube, not blowing things up, not needing fire extinguishers on a regular basis.
An unused one that's still not used.
In fact,
We haven't
cable
used
tied.
this. Yeah, to make sure that
Just in case you try to set it up in here.
Yeah. The only thing explosive that we would be anywhere near is this fire extinguisher. Thanks for joining us, or thank you for letting me join you. How are you both?
Fine. Bit sleepy,
Yeah.
tired, but fine.
A bit sleepy, more sleepy I think, than Ivan.
Working hard.
I had a coffee.
I had coffee. Oh, did I have a coffee?
No, you
I
didn't.
can't remember. I have had coffee today.
Do you ever think about making a caffeine-producing robot?
With shots and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't that just an espresso machine?
or like with a hose spraying coffee, really hot coffee
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's the thing. That's the thing with robots. Those of the solutions have already been made, like a
Espresso
washing machine. Not for espresso, but for
Yeah.
washing.
Yeah.
That's your home robot that you didn't know you had.
What about if I put, instant coffee in my washing machine? That's basically a coffee machine.
If you set that in a hot setting, and you put lots and lots of ground.
So I pull out the tray,
Yeah.
and I'm about to put in the washing. No, not washing powder. Instant coffee.
But
Shut it.
you will need a lot more.
Fine. I put some kind of funnel from a bag.
Yes.
But then it would all go. You have to fill up the washing machine past the level of the drum, don't you? Because you can't get it otherwise. So how would you get the coffee out with a ladle? Or
No, it washes it out.
Yeah, it pours water on the tray.
I think the dishwasher would be better.
Yeah. Go on.
You can cook in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You can. So the thing is,
So you could have a cafetiere in the dishwasher with the coffee and then make it hot.
Wait! I need to open the dishwasher and plunge my cafetiere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just take, rather than the waste pipe going into your brown water or your grey water, you have it into your guests.
So you just get the cafetiere out and it's full of coffee.
I was hoping to make it a much larger quantity.
Yeah, that was the point with the washing machine. If you put like 4 or 5 kilos of grounded coffee on the hole, you set it up to the highest temperature possible. Then you let it go for a while, and then in the output of the water, you put your like a very big receptacle.
Receptacle, not a receiver.
Yes.
I think we need to take a leaf out of Colin Furz's book with his turkey spinner made out of a washing machine. We can make a coffee spinner.
I like that.
It's basically the same.
But not endorsed by Jamie Oliver.
Yeah.
We could get another.
But
Apparently that was pure coincidence.
But do you know how you demonstrated that friction produced heat? He did use a closed jar with a spinning mechanism that moved some paddles inside, and he measured that the water got hotter with the movement. We could ask Colin to make a V8 power stirrer. We could put the water and the coffee inside and make it spin so fast that the water boiled by the sheer friction. The first friction produced.
Yeah.
Do you think that? I mean, these are. I've already put your mammoth minds to important problems. Do you think that working on potentially dangerous reuses of household objects is the best use of your time?
No.
Why did you both start YouTube? Was it to work with ridiculous people like me suggesting coffee machines when no washing machines?
I had started with Iron Man projects.
People probably best know you as the Iron Man, real Iron Man suit maker.
Sort of. It's a hard thing to shake off. So, and that was when you used to be able to post video responses to other videos, and if the person hadn't explicitly turned that off, then you could just post a video in response to any other video. So you just got the other big Iron Man videos, put your videos as video responses, and if they didn't care because they only had one video, then you got. That's where I got my initial subscribers.
Wow.
In 2008.
I was thinking that recently that I missed video responses because actually creators respond to each other and have a community and stuff, and actually the maker community is one of the nicest, most accepting groups of people I think there is on the internet. And you both are very, very create a lot of community with your audience, as well as engaging with other creators in lovely ways. But I think video responses would be a lovely way of YouTube maintaining that more on YouTube.
Isn't it more like that's like a collaboration now, isn't it? Where someone does one thing and someone else does the next bit.
Yeah, but imagine even if you just a collaboration is quite a lot. There's a lot involved. Or at least you have to produce quite a good quality video because it has to go on your channel. And you don't want to post anything.
So like you're talking about like a casual vloggy response. Or I just literally go, that video, I didn't like this video because blah, 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 upload.
I mean in a nice way, but yeah, like if...
I really like that video because of this thing, here is the response, and it goes underneath the other video. Like in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Would anyone go through all the video responses from every idiot though?
Well, I think it's interesting because when you sometimes see some of the top comments, one of the things that people look for, or one of the reasons why they're like a top comment, is because they're another massive creator. And it's interesting to see them interact.
How do you get to the top in comments?
Just a number of likes, typically.
Oh, okay.
Or a number of comments.
Number of replies.
So if there's a sub-replies to that.
So it's not necessarily the big creators.
No, often people though, the reason why it's got the most likes or comments is because of people saying, "Oh, you like thingy as well." That's not the reason why they don't at the top. All the creators pinned it because they're like, Jamie Oliver likes
such. Yeah, okay.
But imagine if Ivan, you're very well known as having a massive red tank.
Yes, I do.
It's pretty spectacular. But if someone that you respected on YouTube then said, "I've started making mine.
Yes.
I'm copying you," or "I'm inspired. I'm making this." It's just a quick, short way of saying, "Oh, look at this," rather than Instagram or Twitter. Would you like that?
Yeah, it will be more moved by the YouTube people, because trying to bring people from Instagram or Twitter, I think it's hard. It would be better to do it straight from YouTube.
Tell me more about the colour red.
That I had that question asked many times before. It's not even my favorite color.
What's your favourite colour?
I don't know. Purple? I don't know. I don't have a favorite color, but the thing is that I did start the 3D printer project, which was my first big project on YouTube. I started doing it with red filament, and it kind of got stuck, and people started asking why I did use red and not other colors, and because it will look better, and if people try to mess with me and say that I cannot do anything or something, then I go and do it. That's another joke that people play in my channel. They try to lure me saying you cannot do this, to see if I end up doing it. But it doesn't happen exactly like that. It has to be sincere.
Yeah, it's obvious when they're trying to goad you into this. Oh, you'd never make a submarine out of space parts.
Yeah,
you fool.
No, and then they put the smile. That's half of how I know.
Oh, I mean, this is a very serious live stream, so in the comments put your favourite colour, and other people can like.
You can put your favourite colour and your fake favourite colour, like mine, which is red.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. How did you start on YouTube, Ivan?
Well, I did. Before I considered that I started, I already had uploaded a few videos, but I got challenged by someone that I cannot tell who he is. But someone
or she.
No, it's a he. With that pillow, I think I'm not giving up too much. But he told me that I wasn't uploading enough videos, so I did. As I mentioned, if someone says me that
that you're not doing something,
then I set myself to upload a video every week. And the 21st of August is going to be my 2-year anniversary of weekly uploads, consistent.
And that's every Friday.
T-shirts.
How did you pick Friday?
What?
How did you pick Friday?
Because I read a very shitty article about how to do things right in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And they told that people have more time to watch videos on weekends.
Yeah, I do get more views. Weekends goes up a bit. Yeah.
Then I go before the US because I upload earlier, and so my nights, which is when I'm uploading, is where other people haven't uploaded yet.
So my this is something like my clients ask me a lot, and I would say they're partially good reasons to do that. So no one really knows what the YouTube algorithm, how it works, other than obviously than YouTube, but people generally understand that there's a 3-day recency of a video that adds weight to it appearing in more searches or in more recommended videos or just generally getting put out to a larger audience. So 3 days post a video being posted, you're more likely it to be seen by people. So if that is over the period when people have more time to watch stuff, then hopefully that would help. However, because a lot of people hear the information about Fridays, if there's more content available during Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then actually is your competition more. And one thing I say to a lot of clients is, if you struggle to have a regular upload date and you're beating yourself up about it, actually maybe just take the pressure off and be like, well, how often can you upload? If you can't fit a schedule, don't try. That's maybe a goal one day, but you don't have to. But Fridays, those are your days. It works. 2 years.
Yes.
It could be Monday. Colin Furs, you've already mentioned him. He's got his Thursdays.
Yeah.
Which in Germany is fart days.
He's stuck with that though. It's his name.
Yeah, unless he changes it.
Yeah. It was. Why would you do that?
No, from Furs. Yeah.
To Thurs.
James, would you change your name? What would you change your name to?
Donald Fox or something.
Max Power.
Max Power.
Yeah, like your robots. Oh. So what are you best known for, Ivan?
But right now, I think by the tank. I think.
It's pretty sexy.
Yes, it's pretty big. People are amazed because it has become this behemoth of a thing. Because I started really slow. The first prototype was rated like this on a 3D model, but it got out of hand. That version is not going to be the final, not the biggest. I'm pretty sure of that.
What's the biggest?
Spoiler alert.
What's the biggest you go?
The thing is that I mentioned to you that I moved into a new workshop, and I have a door that is 93 millimeters wide.
Okay.
The tank is like 80 something millimeters wide, so it fits through the door. I cannot lift it anymore, but I'm moving to a new place that has an industrial sliding door where an entire car and some more fits.
So you're saying that the new limit of the width of your door will be the size of the tank?
Yes and no. That's if I make it in one piece. If it's foldable and it can spread once it has gone through the door or something like
sideways.
That. Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to follow the information you gave me earlier and say you can never make a life-size tank. That's stupid, preposterous. You'll never do it.
Yes.
What's life-size? An actual war tank?
Yeah, I mean scale to.
But I think
never. You can never do it, Ivan.
But I think I will never do a life-size tank. If I go that big, then I should go over that.
Yes.
So you get
a house that's got tracks.
Yeah, something. Yes.
A caravan.
A
tank caravan.
Do either of you watch Studio Ghibli films?
Who?
Like Spirited Away or...
Yeah, I something comes to mind.
I'm pretty sure that they're...
the big castle.
But also one of I think their newest film is about the world is post-apocalyptic and that the only thing that survives are massive cities on tracks and they move around gathering resources and stuff and attacking other cities.
So I could make this city, I would put it on tracks and move it somewhere where it rains less.
Do it. You told me earlier, was it yesterday, about wanting to put a dome over where you live.
Yeah, nobody takes me seriously about that. But
maybe because they don't want to have to take you as criminally minded.
But if you put a dome, like the Truman Show about the city, you can control the weather, the light. You can control everything. It will be ideal to live here. It's very nice weather.
You could make it like all this.
Yeah, with Brussels.
You're saying it's not ideal to live here at the North Pole? Well,
yes.
Is this like a workshop share with Santa? When he's not using it for most of the year?
Yes. It's like a hot workshop.
Is that
when he goes out, like you're in.
What do you mean the North Pole? I thought we were in upstate New York.
Wherever we are, I mean, you have a timeshare.
Yeah, palm trees and I mentioned penguins.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a holiday somewhere as well.
It's just a big 3D printed box, a whole set that you just
on tracks.
It's on tracks.
On tracks, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we sport it. That's right.
Yeah.
You're part of the maker community, and it's something which I came to know in the last couple of years. But, I'm saying you are. Do you both feel like you're in the maker community?
Sort of.
Yeah. What is it? Who's
king?
What is the community?
I don't know. I mean, isn't it like?
I suppose so, because we're makers, and there's other makers.
What is a maker?
The thing is that we do stuff. We make stuff. But the thing with labeling you is that most of the time, people wants to put you in the frame they can know who you are, but we sometimes go way off that way.
So at the moment you're making actually I don't. What are you making at the moment that I?
What am I making? A robot dog.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Already out though.
I know, but sometimes I'm bad at letting out secrets.
Oh, yeah, that's already on YouTube.
Yeah.
You've watched it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we've not had much sleep recently. Like the Boston Dynamics.
No, who hasn't?
I mean, upstate New York's a noisy place. The robot dog you're working at the moment is like the Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
Open doors.
But he's replicating what Boston Dynamics is doing.
I think that's probably over-egging it.
I don't think
it's going to be a replica.
I think
it's not going to be as good.
But it's going.
Okay.
It will have some similarities to it.
Yeah, some similarities.
But if you get the budget that Boston Dynamics has
to employ people to do the work, then it would be as good. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you translate that into the amount of effort that you can put and the budget that you have, yours is much better.
Okay.
The thing is that because
you mean like if you scaled it up, James's would be phenomenal.
James's will be crossing the Atlantic in a very very huge robot.
Yeah.
That is swimming in the sea and things like that.
You know I was going to say the Israeli Special Forces would be like, oh no, but now they have the robot.
Yeah.
You know, James's robot. We're just here's the weapons.
But that's the thing that if you scale that, then you cannot compare that with a regular maker. That's not straight maker stuff.
Yeah, no.
What is the maker community then? Is it not doing some terribly in-depth projects? Is it birdhouses and coffee tables and a bit of 3D printing to make a vase? What do you see? What do you see then from the maker community?
I suppose it's one of those kind of outside labels, or some people would say that they do label it as I'm part of the maker community, but I mean, it's one of the. It has become like a genre or something that audiences use to help find people that, or is it as simple as people on YouTube who make stuff? I would feel that the broad ring around it tends to be metalworking, woodworking, blacksmithing, DIY, and kind of general.
The 3D printing's got to be in there somewhere, and electronics and
digital fabrication.
Yeah, and general hardware related makes.
Okay, so you're saying it's like more general, like more basic. It's touching the surface.
Yeah.
And no one's that obsessed to do. Like a tank they can ride on.
But it also could be any length of make. It could be really in depth, or it could be more flippant.
Okay.
But I think some of those people who are wood turners have never heard of the maker community, but might still be included in that. Yeah. And
then they've got their own community, haven't they? They all wear those leather waistcoats.
I was wondering what you were going to say there.
Cap and then
is this the same community? Usually. Oh right.
And they're like a bit. Have an old jumper, probably a roll neck.
You were about to describe the YMCA then. Then I thought, no, wood turners.
They've got like cabins in the Lake District, that sort of thing.
But I mean, there's some great camaraderie. I think it wasn't that long ago in Maker Central in May earlier in the year. There was a lot of the main personalities of the Maker community there. But do you feel like it's a great point though, Ivan, about James has a level of skill and professionalism and makes stuff which actually it's not to disparage wood turning, but it takes a lot of expertise.
But if you are turning wood in a lathe to sell table legs and you have a table leg store and you make lots of table legs, are you a maker?
Oh, you mean if it's not on YouTube?
Even if it is on YouTube, your business is selling and making table legs, very professional table legs.
People who are. So I met a guy at Maker Central, Matt Badger Workshop, whose name's not Badger, but anyway, he's full time and he does YouTube videos of woodwork, but he also sells shepherd's huts. He buys the metal chassis and makes the whole thing out of wood and sells them.
You could put that on
that's a business. So he's a YouTube maker, but he's also professional.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that that's not a maker. It is a maker, but it's more professional than that. Even if he only did one leg and showed that in YouTube, and then went to all other stuff or do them and not sell them the legs, then it still would be a maker, but at a very professional level.
Yeah, it's something which when I look to potentially work with clients, that you can see very quickly whether it started as a hobby for someone and they'd like to grow it into more, and that it's a priority for them, or that it's something interesting to do, but really it's a form of marketing for their business.
Yes.
And I would say that generally that's not someone I wouldn't call any of those people a YouTuber either. In the same way that if they promote their business on Twitter or on Instagram,
Twitter.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them an influencer.
So what is a YouTuber then? Someone who is the priority is the content?
I would say so.
Rather than selling the things they made and promoting it on YouTube.
Yeah, that in the same way that if someone made films of them making wood turning legs and they shared them, you wouldn't potentially call them a filmmaker.
Depends how they made the film. If it was very much,
yeah, you're right.
A cinematic,
but
they might be a filmmaker about making.
But you gave me there the tip, because there is this weird thing that only happens in this place that we don't know where it is. That is, if people think that you're a maker, they will use that to make you do stuff for free or cheaper.
Yeah.
Because your work is worth less. Because you are an amateur and you don't know exactly what you are doing.
Yeah.
I tend not to do things for people.
But in here, they will try even if you say no.
Oh yeah, you mean generally about YouTube, if you're a YouTuber or if you're a maker in the YouTube community, that you are some kind of free resource.
Yeah, why don't you design and 3D print for me a coat rack?
Yeah.
That's what you do. Do it and do it for free for me. Because that's what you like to
content.
do. Yeah,
because you like to make
and you can make a video out of it.
I'd just say it would be $1 million trillion, which is more than the GDP of
and
the
then,
world.
but then that will be the surprise for him, for that person.
I'm very much interested in your offer, and I'm interested in my commission on $1 million trillion.
Yeah, exactly. No one will have that much money, but
yeah.
Apple just got one of those fake trillions in the US.
a fake trillion.
Their stock valuation. The first business to cross the 1 trillion, $1 trillion.
Yeah, right. Amazon, maybe.
Yeah, not a million.
Apple last Thursday was the first.
Oh, was it? Who was it?
It was Apple.
Oh, it was Apple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was only 1 million millions, not 1 million.
American
like a real trillion. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a billion.
An American trillion, yeah.
Is that not a billion?
In mathematical terms, I think.
What's
yes.
an American billion? Why do they have
million.
2 words for the same thing? 1,000 million.
Yeah.
And a million is
1,000 billion.
which is a trillion.
For them.
What is it for us?
It's the same for us. It's just, in financial terms, they brought the big numbers, the nice numbers, are much closer.
Yeah, because
mathematical terms.
They have the million. The 1,000 million is a billion for them.
Okay.
And the million is a trillion, which
Yeah.
for us is a billion. For them is a trillion.
Okay. I don't know what a billion is then. I don't think I'm going to have $1 billion though, so...
James, with that kind of attitude, you'll never get there. you got to fake it
Just
to
keep
make
saving.
it.
I've started saving for that, for the first
For a billion.
first trillion.
That's brilliant.
That is a... I mean...
It takes
How
the
much
same
have you got
effort.
so far?
It takes the same effort saving for $1 million, $1
I
trillion.
suppose it does, yeah.
You have to start
How much
with faith.
percentage are you so far?
Have you ever put that into... You know, there's a lot of like online banks now and digital apps that like help save. I want to see someone that's put in
Excel?
their target.
Oh, I
It's
see.
all right with James and your Excel documents. You know, Monzo or Acorn or something, that you put in your target goal to save as $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Like in 1 year.
And it'll say within 1 year.
And it'll tell you what percentage you are.
Or yeah, it would be like
Congratulate
0,
you.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0,
You will find the bag which doesn't allow you to put 0 point lots and lots of zeros.
Yeah, the box.
This is a hypothetical wish. Ivan, sorry.
Okay.
I can see I'm quite practical people. Some of my flippancy isn't getting through. The guy who builds a tank that shoots balls at people. Have we got any balls?
Yeah.
I've got there's some there.
This is
Well, so this one. That's why I saw it.
Balls.
Not so good. That says.
not so good balls.
Those are the ones that didn't pass the test. But now they are all mixed because they...
Are they fat now? Are those two fat? Do they just really shoot out though? Because they cause
You're not
blocking
fattest,
in
are
there?
you? Yeah, you can't be fattest. You got to be all inclusive these days.
Yes, I did the cherry picking of the balls, but in the end, all of them worked.
Good.
So, no discrimination against balls.
If anyone hasn't seen the video yet, where Ivan propels his balls at 80 kilometers an hour.
83.
Sorry, just 83 kilometers an hour. Wait, that comes up a lot.
What?
83
That's
kilometers an
84
hour.
kilometers an hour.
Oh, okay.
But we can't say why because people know we're in upstate New York.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just working out that maybe he just has a fixation on it, and all speeds are 83 kilometers an hour. And he never tests any of these things. It just never actually happen. But you'll find out some other point about 83 kilometers an hour. So, do you think of yourselves as being in the maker community, despite the fact that you?
Yeah, I suppose. I think people will think we are. If you're at an event,
Yes.
people go, "Oh, you're that person."
No, are you that person?
No, sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm a different person.
Oh, okay.
I'm normally the person they think. Someone recognised me at Waterloo Station the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that? Have you? When was the first time you were both recognised in public?
Together?
That hasn't happened yet.
No,
But you know who we are.
He knows who we are.
Yeah.
It's because it yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it when you recognised me yesterday
Yes.
at that
On the street.
public transport terminal?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the public transport terminal. Very.
JFK.
Yeah.
JFK. When was the first time you were recognised in public?
In the street, I has only been recognized once by one guy that saw me with my bike and my trailer, and I was carrying lots of lights for the workshop, and he thought that I was taking some of my projects to test to the beach here in upstate New York.
In upstate.
And that's it. But the other day I went to the Euskal Encounter, which is a very huge salon party here in upstate New York. And got recognized lots and lots of people asked for selfies with me.
Oh,
It's really fancy.
get Ivan. Purple, your favourite colour. James, when was the first time you were recognised?
I don't remember. I think it was in some restaurant, the waiter or something. I can't remember. I recognised in IKEA at the checkouts by the checkout person, but it's before that.
You weren't buying anything embarrassing?
In IKEA, like what?
I don't know what they sell. I haven't been in a long time. But I don't know whether they make their own branded dildos. But I'm sure that wasn't what you were going to the.
They made tables and that.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Cheers.
I've been recognised once.
Have
It's
you?
very unusual.
For what?
For being Gavin's PA when I used to be.
His PA.
Yeah. That's how I started it. That is the longest play I've ever played. You start at the bottom and work your way in.
PA. Did you have to like? He's at a place and he's like,
I need water.
I need
You need water. Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
I
Yeah.
need
Except for I refuse to give him water.
something illegal and a large chip.
Pizza.
And some cherryade.
3 towels that had been cleaned 7 times each.
Yeah. No, 7, 6 and 5.
Yeah. A cup of tea from the left-hand tea machine.
Gavin works for Rooster Teeth, and they have a convention every year. And the way that I met him was that I volunteered to go to the convention because I was a fan of Rooster Teeth at the time, and still technically am. And they paired us up because I was British with him, and that we could translate or something, or I could speak his language. And started off as his PA, and through videos of us or pictures of us together on one of my last days at one of the conventions, a guy came up to me while I was eating noodles and said, "Are you Charles?" And it was one of the weirdest experiences of my life, because that's not fame, that's weirdness.
What noodles were them?
It was a really nice bowl of ramen
Good,
noodles.
I'm glad, not just pot noodles.
Oh no, it was so
horrible
good. Yeah, it was alright.
microwave meal the crew get.
I remember that now. It's just been. It was afterwards.
Oh,
So
so
we
you
were-
weren't eating noodles?
No, it was after the convention, so I wasn't working.
Oh right, so you weren't there still.
It was two days later.
Oh okay.
Yeah, and there were still fans in town, and a guy came up to me in the hotel.
Yeah.
Weird.
Actually, I remember the first time I got recognised. It wasn't because of YouTube. It's because I was on Shopping TV
Tell
in
us.
2001. So I was on Shopping TV in 2001. I was in a band. And Ideal World Shopping TV decided they were going to sell bands CDs, but not
Right.
just good bands, ones just random
Yeah.
amateur bands.
Yeah.
So they invited bands onto Shopping TV. So we rocked up to Peterborough to go on telly with all our stuff in a van, and they just basically went, "You just set up here quickly because you're in between some other products over here, but be quiet because they're presenting lamps or something."
And you got a whole drum kit and cymbals.
Yeah,
and you're trying
everything, and the amps and the whole lot. And then they're like, "You can't actually play. There's no power or anything, and there's no PA or anything to sing into. So you just mime. We're just going to play a track off your CD." And it was in all the way over the other side of the studio for a tiny speaker we could only just hear. And then they're like, "Right." They did some random interview, and then
That sounds absolutely.
and then off we went. And they're like, "Right." So we mimed to this song. And they're like, "Right, next thing." And they basically put us out in the warehouse as if we were a product. They got us between lamps you touch to turn on and off and mini goalposts, literally in a queue of things that were going on. And we were like, "Right, well, we don't know. Shall we go? What? No one. They just left us there like we were, an inanimate object." So we all packed up and went. We were about to pull off in the van, and someone runs up and bangs on the back of the van. "Oh, we want you back to do another one." We're like, "Yeah, not really." Anyway, there's another band who were like the Pet Shop Boys, but they just played keyboards and they had no vocals. They just had to basically mime, so playing the keyboards. That was it. And then it was actually someone had seen me on Shopping TV and recognised me at a Gong gig in King's Cross about 2 weeks later as the drummer from the Wardrobe.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah.
Trying to mime in those. Did you?
I was a drummer, so I couldn't even hit the drums. I had to mime playing the drums without.
Which is hard.
You should stop before hitting anything.
I used brushes, so I didn't make too much sound.
Right.
But obviously, that wasn't the sound that was coming. But I was like, did I have to do it? We were pretty random then. Was there a fill there? I don't know. I just pretend.
And did they end up moving the goalposts? Or
I've got no idea.
bad fun. Well, I mean, so you've got experience. You've got prior experience.
If you can call it that.
Yeah. So
In media.
in mid-year. You're a dab hand. I don't know what you're complaining about. This is all like. I'm surprised you haven't asked for your trailer. Yeah.
Where is my trailer? Have you got it?
Then you have a trailer?
I thought that I was getting the private jet.
We were towing it. We were towing it behind the jet.
Good.
Behind the
I mean, you guys must constantly be thinking about what you're going to make next, or the long list of things you want to make but can't make yet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a bit of a horror scratching at your head, or is that because it's like an ideal list, maybe you could never get around to?
I don't know, my list's not that long. I've done a lot of the things now. I need to think of some more things for the list. So I keep the dog going and do that seriously, and then some other video. But I've only about 2 ideas ahead on that. So
send in more ideas. I'm personally thinking.
I do get quite a lot in comments, but it's always
Copy
make things from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh. No.
That's about it, actually.
Yeah, that's not
And some other random thing from something that I haven't seen, and things from the popular game at the time.
Yeah. I have like 7 or 8 lists in my phone, in my laptop, in papers, in notebooks, and everywhere. And I have things that I can do now, like next projects. Things that I would love to try, but I don't have the resources. And things that I'd love to try, but I still don't know how. Even if I had the money and the space and everything, I will not know yet how to tackle those. They're like bigger productions than only myself.
Can you say any of them?
I don't think so.
What about collaborations? Could you collaborate to do some of those?
With
some
NASA?
harder ones.
Some
Doesn't have to be a YouTuber.
some of them require visiting other
Locations.
locations outside
New York.
this planet.
Yeah.
Outside this planet.
Okay. So it's quite difficult.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Like a
impossible.
space station.
A bit further. Like
Space station.
like a moon or
Like
Another
colony.
planetary.
yeah. Ideally in the moon, it will be great because it's seen
Gravity.
from all over the planet. So it will be really nice.
Sorry,
Something
I
fancy
love the
there.
moon. It's not coming on the moon. I was just a bit tired.
Didn't you sleep much last night?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Our trailer. I was still asleep. James's trailer.
Tent. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is there any collaborations that, rather than naming people within the community, is there any collaborations of people either outside the maker community on YouTube that you'd want to do?
No.
Or, great,
Definitely not.
never.
Not yet.
Outside the YouTube community?
Yeah, not outside. No.
No.
Do you make, but outside the maker community, outside the YouTube community, is there anyone that?
No. My inbox is full of people wanting me to do stuff.
For free.
Mostly for free. Some people is willing to pay, but ridiculous amounts of the Sun Dragon robot. I had like 8 requests for quotations for it.
Yeah.
1,200 euros for one of these working conditions.
Yeah.
Nobody thought it was worth the money. Nobody replied. Not even saying that it's too expensive. It's almost how much hardware do I have to put in it. That leaves almost no profits on this.
Yeah.
But people.
You should put it up. It's probably not high enough. Ask for 30 grand. Then people might. Sometimes when you overprice stuff,
Oh yeah.
people are like, "Oh, it must be
$1 million
amazing.
trillion.
Million trillion. One day James will get paid $1 million.
Fair-
And we are laughing right now, but then he'll be laughing when he owns all of everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So 30,000 euros for one of these. If you want, you can find the link of the shop in the description. No.
But with those eBay fees and that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's always TV.
PayPal.
That's suppose the only collaboration outside YouTube would be a TV show.
But with who?
Well, I don't know. Probably just me on TV.
That's a collaboration with yourself. That's a collaboration.
with
the TV
with
screen.
TV production
I
company.
see.
Maybe a presenter.
Who would like
They have to pay a lot though. It's not worth it.
There are TV shows in Spain that have less views than my videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is that just Spanish TV? It's not very good.
Depending on the channel, if it is a regional channel, my videos have more views than theirs. But it's because the audience is really limited by the region. Upstate New York.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't have to say you live there. That's just where we are.
Yes.
You live in your own place.
Yes, wherever it is.
Wherever that is.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, security is a prime cause of concern, and that's one of the reasons we've flown all the way to upstate New York. I mean, is there any collaborations? I always find it fascinating that in my job, when I talk about collaborations, that often either other YouTubers that I like, or people that do something similar. Very rarely do I then say, "Oh, there's a chef I know that, or I like that I want to, it'd be great," or an artist, or a potter, or a sociologist or something.
Wolf Factor.
I think if you've got those people in your channel, it's just about showing off. Like if Jamie Oliver was in my channel,
But
that's like Jamie Oliver, famous person.
But why does it have to be channel content? Or what I mean is, they don't have to be famous. They might just be extremely talented. Doesn't mean they're famous.
Well,
I did a violin, a really good violin, digital fabrication, laser cut. I would have loved to have a
violinist.
Yes, I did have a friend that was an amateur violinist, but people got really mad to him because he was not practicing every day 10 hours, so it was not a good. So, do you know any
violinists?
Yes. Check your contact.
Maybe a flautist with good bow skills. I don't know.
I could 3D print a flute.
Any 3D printed instruments that you want for free.
For free. Everything I love to do stuff for free that takes all my time and my money.
Yeah.
Link in the
link in the description for a way of taking
my money and my time, please.
This is my bank account details. Not mine. I'm not putting those on. Yeah.
Bank account?
Yeah, that's right.
I will just staple the bills in the description.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what would happen
physically?
What would happen if YouTube didn't exist? You said stapling bills. What if the internet went down tomorrow?
Forever?
No, you don't know.
I think YouTube wouldn't be the biggest concern if the internet disappeared tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if YouTube didn't exist, it would be called something else like TubeU. There would be someone else with
video.
Oh, I know.
Ask you.
Hang on, wait. Why don't we have video on the internet?
Yeah. Squeaky chair. I don't know how I come up with it.
But it takes a lot of bandwidth. But the weird thing is that YouTube started with storage on the internet, and bandwidth on the internet was really expensive. So they placed the bet and got the investors to place the bet. Right now, it will be a really building a YouTube with the Amazon cloud will be like a few days work, and not really expensive at all. So I think now.
So you should start your own TubeNew.
TubeNew.
Yeah.
How many emails do you get of new YouTubers asking you to put your content on their channel because you are going to get rich?
Not so many these days. There have been a few.
Well, there is one that I know of someone making considerable money on.
Is this one where you don't know why they make money? Did you work it out yet?
The decentralized one, yeah.
Yeah.
DTube.
How does it work? Hitting this thing, you tell me.
It's advertising.
Oh, it is advertising.
It is advertising, but the content isn't centralized.
Where is it then?
It is in everyone's hearts and minds. I don't think any one person owns the service.
Is it like BitTorrent?
It's a form of. It's paid through Bitcoin, a form of Bitcoin. But yeah, tens of thousands of dollars putting up content on there.
And what's the content about?
Their content, travel content.
Oh, okay. So anything.
Yeah.
So why isn't everyone doing this?
Because it looks dodgy as hell.
Oh, right.
Is it dodgy?
Why?
No, it looks like an old YouTube.
Oh, I see.
Kind of bad, slightly bad UI.
And how many views do you need to get to make tens of thousands?
Hardly any.
How long? Why are people advertising on it then if no one's viewing?
Why don't we end this and start doing that thing that you mentioned? I don't know.
Because I can't explain it doesn't mean that it's not working. If I could explain it, maybe I'll be making money myself.
Why don't you investigate it?
I have.
For your clients?
You do it.
Okay.
The easiest way to investigate it is to put something up and find out. But the majority of content at the moment is related to crypto journalism, which is, I think, one of the reasons why most people have heard of it, because it's basically kind of like a bubble within that community. But one of the things I like about it is that you get rewarded for engagement. And I think that's one of the reasons why, because advertising is not just about people viewing stuff, advertising is about engagement. If you actually have return on investment, if someone clicks through and buys something, then you care. A view is actually a metric, not money. And if you comment and someone likes your comment, you get paid as well as the content person.
I see.
So your comment is a form
of... So maybe it's richer advertising that's worth more for the advertiser.
Yeah. But also there's the risk, obviously, that what you get paid in decreases in value quite dramatically because you get paid in cryptocurrency.
Oh, right.
But that's the person I'm talking about transferred into real US dollars.
Transfer it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks dodgy.
Yeah, it looks dodgy. Some of the best things look dodgy. You like some food and you go, oh, that looks... I once had this is where you start to say something like potatoes or omelette or whatever, potatoes tortillas. It was
that doesn't look dodgy. That looks nice.
No, I mean like it sounded like the same name, but I had like breakfast tortillas in Texas once, and it looked like catsup. It was delicious. It was so nice. You just had to shut your eyes and eat it. Is that what potatoes tortillas is like?
No. Tortilla patatas.
Tortilla patatas.
No, it looks better.
Do you like the sound of dodgy YouTube? Actually, then maybe that's what DTube stands for. Dodgy YouTube.
Dodgy YouTube. Yeah. It's the money part sounds weird. The rest sounds really dodgy. You know.
But I mean, it wouldn't YouTube. Well, actually, YouTube did look really dodgy, and it did seem very dodgy.
It was dodgy because they didn't have any. They had no way of paying the bills.
Yeah. They used to
pay. They got investors that were like what happened with this not Ticketmaster. No, this company in the US that is selling.
Oh, reselling tickets.
They are selling subscriptions to go to cinemas to see movie theaters.
Yeah, Red Card or Red, yeah.
And they have sold to the people monthly subscriptions, and they are paying the movie theaters much more than they are receiving, so they come bankrupt almost immediately.
But I mean, that's just about liquidity. Doesn't mean it's a bad idea.
Yeah, but they will need liquidity until every single movie theater chain bends their knees, which could be a really long time.
Yeah. Well, I heard that the YouTube founders used to pay Valley girls in California $30 to post videos wearing very little, not naked, but I mean like
very little.
To do like a vlog of them in the bikini at the beach as a means of getting content, which would do well. To start people to actually go on there. Wasn't one of the biggest videos at the beginning like a baby giraffe?
That was the first video ever. The founder of YouTube before
That's
Google bought it. That was his first video, yeah.
We had Darut's Sandstorm song in the back. He mentions. He had a song.
Copyrighted material.
They would have been copyright strike.
He would have got a copyright strike. The first video would have got a copyright strike immediately.
Yes.
Blacklisted account.
Yes.
Demonetized. Wow.
Yes.
But I think Patreon is more that motivates you to make good content, and you get rewarded for good content.
Yes. And people can reach much easier to you if they don't like what you're doing, or the other way around. If they like something that you did, they will let you know.
Do you feel like you guys have, because you both have nice, successful, engaging Patreon setup? Do you feel like you have a relationship with them that's different than your YouTube audience?
Absolutely.
One is people who view your stuff. The other are your community, your actual audience.
I had people
the closest people. But
I had people commenting on my videos saying that they could not afford to support me on Patreon, which I totally get. Those are more or less at the same level that people that can and do afford supporting me on Patreon. But people on Patreon, really, you can feel that they really care. And I had this guy, one of my Patreon supporters, that they did send me a message letting me know that he changed his payment method, and he was really worried that I did notice some skip on the payments or something, and he did it in the middle of the month, so it didn't match any of the payments.
Care and intention that he showed.
And he told me, I think I'm your third Patreon supporter ever, or something like that, and come on, don't worry about that. It's not, he was really worried about me.
Do you think that Patreon the company does enough to help you and your Patreon supporters? Do the tools change or things?
They need a content management system where you can easily post multiple pictures, and you can post actual content. Like you can have an attachment, but you can't post a video just on Patreon.
I would
you
love
to post it somewhere else.
I would love to be able to record a video with my phone and post it directly straight to my phone.
They did have this thing called Iris.
Lens.
Is that what it was? But then it was like the videos expired.
Why?
But I don't want them to.
But yeah, you know why they expire, because that way they don't have to store
Well,
it.
there is that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I do a video just for patrons, then it goes unlisted on YouTube, and I just give them a link.
Yeah.
Didn't they
But
launch
that's-
something recently?
But you have to
Yeah.
upload 2 videos to YouTube. The unlisted one and the public one.
Yeah, I mean, I just generally do a preview sometimes.
Yeah.
And then say, here's an extra thing. Not very often, mostly it's just pictures.
But then would Patreon become a media company?
Well, you can already post a picture, but you just have to post one picture and Photoshop lots of pictures together instead of going like, here's 5 pictures. You can add attachments, but then your files, if you want to view them, you have to download them.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Instead of just saying like, here's like an album you can create for that post. And there's no other way of having a static reference. So if you've got like, I've got digital downloads off my website and it's got credentials, so I can't put that anywhere that says like here's a static load of information just for patrons. Here's a page. You should be able to create a page that's there as well as the wall that disappears with the timeline.
Rather than everyone needing to provide their own solutions to that problem.
Yeah.
Like a password protected.
And have you checked the notifications page? Because I don't get anything in there because it's in different segments of notifications. Like new Patreon and comments, and it gets all messed up. So sometimes I miss things.
I just have emails for everything and then go, oh, that person's posted a comment, or that person sent a message.
Yeah, not necessarily either. I find their Patreon reports and the Patreon manager, like they seem like the same thing.
They've just
There's a lot of legacy pages that are some are in dashboard and some are on the.
But in the last week has been changed. The Patreon report and the file exported and.
But it's still there are similar things in both.
Yes.
And I constantly I'm looking for the thing that I'm trying to look for and going in the wrong area. I feel like for the amount of money that's going through Patreon, that they're actually they're lagging behind on providing the service. And maybe that's one of the reasons why people still stick with YouTube, and they've started a YouTube subscription.
Well, that's to see if that overthrows Patreon and Patreon go out of business. But they've been doing YouTube Gaming's had it for ages.
Yeah, and they rolled it out recently.
Yeah, like $5 a month, and you get extra stuff.
But the sponsorship in YouTube doesn't work in Spain. Does it work in the UK?
I don't think so. No.
It only works in the US because they care now.
Yeah.
I've seen.
It'll go everywhere eventually.
I've seen an account in France. Has it?
But they're in a US multi-channel network.
Potentially.
It's another way of getting the stuff.
Yes.
I think it'd be a shame if that got rid of Patreon, because
it's not the same.
Well, Patreon's not just for YouTube, so
exactly.
Patreon will stick around. But
but I mean, if people switch and then start doing that only on YouTube, or if they're a Patreon patron and then you use that YouTube function instead.
Well, use it as well as, and then people have a choice, because if they support other people on Patreon...
I mean, if the patron chooses to swap.
Why would you do that? Because I find I've got people who support other creators on Patreon that aren't all YouTubers, so it's convenient for them to just have me in as a patron or to support me. But then they might be someone on YouTube who already supports YouTube Gaming who wants to support me. So just have both mechanisms.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if people think that they're the same offering, ultimately it's easier to offer more through Patreon, and then actually YouTube wants to provide a limited new add-on with very little.
Well, it'll be fixed at $5 a month, whereas Patreon you can have up to $1,000 reward or whatever you want.
You can do that, but it's.
Tell me about
this. I've got a $100 reward. It's my official sponsorship for the channel.
Tell me about this $1,000 reward. What are you both going to do?
Oh, you get like a day's consulting from me.
Great.
There is someone I've seen who's gone up to like ridiculous, like 20,000. They'll come and fly out and meet you wherever you are in the world.
Wow.
And take you for dinner and stupid things like that.
Yeah. Just for that month.
Well, that's the thing. It'd be perfect
every month. No, every month. Every month he gets charged.
Yeah, but $20,000 a month, you would go and visit someone in America every month. Like you pay, depending. Flights paid for. Get a free trip out there. As long as you don't mind the person. Otherwise, you just cancel it and say no. You can cancel someone's reward if you don't want to do it.
To be honest, I should have Patreon, and I should have one reward, one tier, 20,000, and for that month I'll live with you. And I mean,
the entire month. I will be your shadow.
I call it the sugar baby tier, and I will just come and
The creepy guy.
the creepy guy.
The creepy guy.
Yeah.
Who is that? I pay him.
But there is a sugar baby, sugar daddy app that I heard of recently, where basically someone who wants to support someone financially and someone who wants to be supported financially can meet up.
Oh yeah.
That's like Patreon, but much more of a one-to-one relationship.
So you could do that on Patreon.
You could.
Like wanting to have a very old child.
No.
But a grown up.
You know, like a sugar daddy. Oh, they're my sugar daddy.
Okay.
They pay for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he keeps me in shoes.
Like Richard Gere in Pretty Woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But you could do like a big amount to go and do someone's 3D design. The Hacksmith used to have a $500 a day's consultant or whatever it was.
Really?
I don't know if anyone did it, but now I don't think that's there anymore.
No.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Was it specifically for 3D printing? You're not just like,
No, it could be
can't
printed.
cook French onion soup. Could you help out? I'd really like to.
I suppose.
But I've done consultancy for companies and industrial prototyping for ages. And if someone comes here and how would you do this? Then the solution doesn't need to be 3D printing, but it could be really weird. So
I suppose that's the thing which people always say, why did X become popular or famous or well known on YouTube? Well, I mean, one of the things that you can't look beyond is, well, they might be talented, have experience, skills. You know, they might be good at what they do, fundamentally.
There are channels that are, yeah. They're not all stupid prank videos, are they?
No, absolutely. And surprise, surprise, it also might mean that you might be able to offer other things to other professionals or other industries, business, whatever.
But that's going back to the maker community on YouTube and saying, are we primarily about content, or are we just someone who makes table legs and sells them, and then we happen to have made a video about it?
I love the idea of YouTube now just making table legs.
I think you have to make more than one because your table would fall over.
But you could do table legs, but make all of them different lengths
and sell them in a shop. In ones.
Yes. Spares.
I want
You're
four.
talking about spares.
And sell saws.
Table leg spares.
Yes. A table leg, random length, and a hacksaw.
Buy 3, get a free saw.
No, so I think you're adding a lot of work to this. You could sell one over length one and a saw.
More than 4 times the length of the.
That's 4 legs.
A very long beam of.
If you had a really big lathe, you could make all the 4 legs in one.
Yeah.
And sell them. Here's your 4 legs. Just cut here.
Some assembly
Yeah,
required.
You could have it so you snap them.
Yeah.
Like chopsticks.
Yeah.
Yes. Kit.
Which also
table
could be
legs.
done on a lathe. You just get it, pare it down to close enough.
Yeah.
Snap. Yeah.
See, this is free consultancy. I mean, thanks guys.
That's someone's business model, the one leg
Yes.
table companies.
It's very IKEA.
They'd be quite long, wouldn't they? Wouldn't go in most people's cars.
No.
That's the same as other IKEA stuff.
You are thinking about wrong, because I'm thinking about very, very low tables with tiny
coffee
legs.
table.
Oh, so you buy a table
Nowhere.
leg and then it's
Yeah.
actually 4 and your
Yeah.
table's like the traditional Chinese tea or whatever,
Yes,
where they
yes.
sit on the floor.
Yes. Kit traditional Chinese tea tables. Kit is impressive.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for your time today.
There are 3 people now that were watching. They have stopped the stream and they are going now to start their own businesses.
They left ages ago to put their house on a turret, on a tank base,
Yeah.
Yes.
so they can drive around upstate New York in their house. So there was one left, and then he left at the table legs idea. But thank you, James.
Thank you.
Ivan, for joining us today.
And watch our channels to find out why we're in upstate New York together.
Yeah.
Yes, please do. Find the links in. I don't know. You say there are links somewhere.
Find their bank credentials in the description below.
And the staple bills.
The staple bills below. Thank you so much for watching. James Bruton, Ivan Miranda, you can find their channels on YouTube and their social media down below. Join us next week /month/year for another episode of Ziggurcast. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.